Like this video to support. Join our YouTube family now and never miss out on epic content, entertainment, and surprises. Hit that subscribe button. Let's start. Spoiler alert.
According to the introductory paragraph, Andy Davis received a Buzz Lightyear toy in 1995, based on his favorite film, which is the one. Captain Buzz Lightyear of the Star Command is investigating the planet Tikani Prime alongside his best friend, Commander Alicia Hawthorne. Buzz believes he must complete all his chores alone, and Alicia mocks him for being overly theatrical about his profession. They bring the rookie, Featherstam, despite Buzz's irritation about him having tag along. The three are besieged by sentient vines, forcing them to escape to their ship, Buzz refers to as the Turnip. Buzz must save Featherstam after his leg is caught by a vine. Afterward, he takes charge of the spacecraft. When he tries to fly upward, the ship's AI even tells Buzz that he will collide with a mountain, yet he is convinced he can get them off the planet. Buzz forces the spacecraft to collide with the mountain and crash. The whole crew is stuck on the planet with no way out, with their hyperspace crystal power sources being destroyed. Buzz regrets himself for his error and reassures Alicia that he would accept any penalty she imposes. She instead decides to entrust Buzz with the mission to get them off the planet. Star Command establishes a colony on the planet while they strive to duplicate the power source. After gathering the requisite fuel, Buzz creates a hyperspace crystal and conducts a test. Buzz launches off into the space and prepares to engage in hyperspace. Despite Ivan's warnings, Buzz reaches an unstable god speed and ultimately returns to the colony. However, when he sees Armandias, he discovers the 4 years have elapsed owing to the time dilation caused by the pace of the flight. Buzz reunites with Alicia and discovers she is engaged to a lady called Kiko. She also provides him a robotic cat friend named Socks. Buzz decides to continue with the hyperspace missions despite Alicia's advice to simply stay there and work with them. Buzz is motivated to correct his error and continues with the test. Each time he misses 4 years on TK Prime and returns throughout various stages of Alicia's life, including her pregnancy, raising her with kid Kiko, and eventually her old age, but returns one day and discovers that Alicia's office is empty. She sent him to the hologram message while bedridden, knowing she would be alive by the time Buzz returned. She is shown in her granddaughter, Izzy, who claims she wants to be a space ranger like her. Buzz mourns his friend before meeting the new commander, Carl Burnside. He informs Buzz that they have to cancel their mission to depart Tikani Prime and have decided to remain in order to build a protective barrier around the colony. Buzz returns to his room, which he still shares with Socks, who is developing the formula of hyperspace crystals. 2 Star Command officers arrive to decommission Socks, but Buzz escapes with him and hijacks the spacecraft. With Socks' assistance, he takes another hyperspace test and eventually achieves 100%. Buzz and Socks end themselves much further in the future when the protective barrier has been installed. They crash further outside the region and come across an elderly Izzy. She alerts Buzz about the invading robot spacecraft that has been attacking the colony while the mothership hovers in the skies. Izzy introduces Buzz and Socks to our fellow Defense Force friends, including new recruit Mo Morrison and felon Darby Steele. They are assaulted by a robot from the spacecraft and Buzz attempts to defeat it on his own. Mo launches a harpoon at it, bringing it down. The team agrees to work together to locate a new fuel source on the robot ship. Buzz seeks to separate himself from the group after arriving at the destination when he comes across the old spacecraft and spacesuit. The pauses Socks to try it on. Izzy, Mo, and Darby join and offer to assist. Despite Buzz's reservations, he gives them their own spacesuits and instructs them to utilize stealth mode to sneak peek some enormous insects in there. Unfortunately, Buzz forgets to warn them. The stealth mode has a time resurrection, so they are forced to combat the bugs. They are successfully in the retrieving fuel source and escaping the bugs, but the spacecraft is damaged in the process. Buzz reprimands the three, especially after finding that Izzy is afraid of the space despite being a space ranger. The crew has to retrieve a new part of the ship, which is a neighboring building overhanging a creepy Zerg. The head of the robots pursues Buzz and attempts to persuade him to join him, but Darby shoots him down. The team discovers the coil required for the spacecraft, but they become confined in the confinement cones, which become glued together. Buzz leads them to safety, but the structure they are in begins to collapse. Buzz nearly falls down before the other three chain to pull him up. They aboard the spacecraft and start it up in an attempt to outrun the robots. Izzy mistakenly ejects the fuel supply, causing the vehicle to crash again. One of the robots takes the fuel source and teleports back to the ship. Izzy regrets her failure. Buzz is also furious with himself since he feels guilty for the entire disaster for failing to meet Alicia's expectation. Izzy tells him that Alicia had a wonderful existence on Earth and that her entire family has cherished their time there. Zerg appears. They are about to continue their journey, grabbing Buzz and teleporting him back to the spacecraft. Zurg shows himself to be an elder Buzz from 50 years in future. He ended up in an alternative universe after attending hyperspace travel, but Burnside's men pursued him and declared him a fugitive. He is attempting to utilize a crystal to travel back that left them on the planet. Although Buzz first opposed the plan, he understands it will mean Alicia will never have the life she had. Izzy and the others may not exist if error is corrected. Buzz attempts to steal the crystal, but Zug deploys his robots to apprehend Buzz. Izzy, Mo and Darby work together to get the spacecraft close enough to Zurg's ship to rescue Bug. Zurg's socks assist Buzz in his escape, but Zurg storms on the pursues Buzz, who sets the spacecraft to explode. Izzy overcomes her anxiety to aid the Buzz while Mo and Darby fight the robots. The heroes escape just as the ship burns up. Buzz attempts to flee with the crystal, but Zurg catches up with him. Just as he is about to kill Buzz, the Space Ranger ejects himself and activates his suit's wings. He claims not to raise Zurg and shoots a laser at the crystal, shattering it alongside Zurg. Buzz catches up with the others and ensures their safe landing. They are quickly discovered by Burnside and his gang. After reprimanding it for breaking so many laws, Burnside commends him for halting the robot danger and appoints him as the leader of the defense forces, allowing him to select his crew. He informs Burnside that he wants to continue working with Izzy, Mo and Darby. Buzz, Izzy, Mo, Darby are shocked to receive a new suits and their own ship when Burnside notifies them of potentially deadly signal in another sector. The gang blast out of the infinity and beyond.
Please make sure that you like, follow, and subscribe to our channel. Check out the other videos if you watched this video all the way through. Cheers.